Alright, I hit level 60, so we're gonna do the level 60 Paladin quest from Costaint. This little sword of mine. Terrible news, Mercy. 100 Eyes has been gravely wounded. There were wolves, and he fought them off as best he could. But by the time the sentries came to his aid, I went to see him earlier, but he turned me away and bid me fetch you. For the life of me, I cannot imagine why. Didn't want you, a fledgling and up and coming paladin, to see him in such a state, I suppose. House Durandare Leech is attending, I would assume, to the wounds of this person. I will do what I can to ease his suffering. Wolves! Swiving wolves! Reckon I've earned it. So, time to settle one last account. Go to Solxagil's grave, dig it up, take what you find and give it to the boy. Won't make up for what I did to my sworn brothers, but perhaps it'll go a ways towards redressing my balance. Of course, what we've done to the boy ain't hardly defensible, no matter what he says. And that is all we get from him. I'm gonna take the Black Chocobo, because going to the Convictory via the Black Chocobo will allow us to drop ourselves off in a much better position and much faster than running there via our mount. But apparently I've unlocked Aetheric Currents, which I didn't think took so long to unlock. So we'll see if I fly over any of them, if they actually show up during this. Oh, yep, there they are. Damn it. Good. There's one. I'll pick it up. Damn it all to hell. Honestly, I thought they would be available literally as soon as I got into these zones. I didn't think I had to unlock them via storyline. But, as is with the rest of my life, I am quite often wrong. And it's super fun. It's so great being wrong. And having that wrongness affect and pervade my entire life. Also pretty great. Anywho, we will get atop this little kind of snow, these slopes, these snow slopes. And I think I can run up here. I've done it before. There we go. Okay, just took some jump bar, space bar mashing. I got one current, so huzzah, I suppose. I'll get more. I know a bunch of them are just like storyline quest related. You literally just get it as a reward for completing a story quest. Is there anything over here I need to grab before I drop down? I don't think so. Okay. Grave of Solxagil the Loyal, where we have visited it before with Costaint. Cutscene, fade to black. Several foams beneath the cold, hard earth, you find not a coffin, but a small chest containing a gallant surcoat. What have you done? Says Costaint, joining you. You hand out what you found and explain. He seems shocked. But how can this be? Why would 100 Eyes lie to us? That bastard! I will have answers from him, from them both. Shakes his head. Come, we're going back to Falcon's Nest. Falcon's Nest. Alright, I'm gonna teleport for 100 gil. Why the heck not? Literally, there's no reason not to do that. Not teleport back. Mount up. Regulators. Mount up. Costaint is here with the Durandare Leech and Papa Sean. We're too late. Jenlands and I had grown worried that it has come to this. I'm sorry, there was nothing more to be done, says Papa Sean. Gods damn it all. We must have words, Costaint. I go to Landscape. Look for me there. I really don't think that I have a grasp on what Papa Jean's voice should be. What was it all for? And he leaves as well. Is that... Oh shit, it's all the way up there? God damn it. Okay. Whatever. Lots and lots of running ahead. Maybe I'll pass by some etheric currents. More like I will not. But I might pass by one. They shouldn't be only spots that you pass by on like class quests. They should just be storyline related. So I believe they will be. But I have also been to a couple places via the storyline that haven't had it, even though they've been storyline related places. So, and honestly, I could have sworn that those etheric current spots existed before I got in too deep into the storyline. So I obviously don't know anything. Definitely don't know everything, but know far less than I thought I did. And it's honestly dumb that you have to be a certain distance into the storyline to have them open. It should be like the first time that you have a story quest that sends you out into one of these zones. It should be like, hey, keep your eye out for etheric currents because they're important. They'll be your means to travel via flying in these lands. So watch out for them. And then they exist from that point on. But nope. The storyline writers and the developers and all them bitches decided, hey, we're gonna lock it under a story quest, after a story quest that happens far later. Well, you've already been in both freaking starter zones in this area, and you're gonna have to go back the long way to experience these points. There's one by the triple floor, the three level stables where we found Iceheart after chasing that heretic or whatever, kind of back here and facing off against the cultists in the basement. But there's not one atop like the second story outside that I believe you had to kind of like figure out how to get to it in the past. I'm just gonna jump. Hey, I didn't go to 1 HP, but quite low nonetheless, like 1800 maybe. Anyway, we jumped from a high place to a lower place, dropped to about 1800 hit points out of a maximum of 9-5-ish. 9730 is the exact hit point maximum. Papa Jean is outside of this giant dark like black stone wall with icicles hanging down. Papa, we'll speak to him. My comrade wishes to explain himself. Oh, hey, here it looks like Solxagil to me. In a hooded Why the lies, Solxagil? What was this all just some game to you? I had my reasons, as you will soon learn. That's a rather odd way of apologizing, Solxagil. I suggest you try again. I'm sorry for deceiving you, Costaint. Faking your death? Constructing an elaborate scenario for me to find your armor? To be honest, I'm as astonished as I am offended. How could you have possibly orchestrated everything so perfectly? It doesn't matter how I did it. What matters is why I did it. Oathkeeper is but a sword, Costaint. True oaths are not forged in steel. They are sworn in the heart. To merely reclaim the sword will not suffice. It must be won by a worthy paladin. Only then will it, and our order, be restored to its former glory. I don't understand. Why not simply teach me the ways, as you said you would? A sultan may move a man. A master may instruct his pupil, but only when that pupil moves himself can he become a paladin. That said, I did not account for Mercy's intervention. Master Papasan, as we discussed? Very well. Papasan holds out his hand, and the soul in his hand starts to glow and like blink white, as does the soul within the chest of I forgot his name, the Elizan youth that we've been like kind of tutoring and helping along. And then the soul within Papasan's hand starts to glow super bright white, and then it travels over to God, what's his name? The Elizan boy? It literally was just there in my mind. I can't remember it. So it travels to his chest, and then the soul in your chest starts to glow this like brilliant red orange light and flash, and so does the soul within the hand of this Elizan knight. The two of yours kind of glowing together, apart from each other, facing each other, flashing an orangish reddish light. Papasan is like freaked out. Solxagil, she's like, whatever, to be expected, smiling. And I think both of the souls we paladins wield are embodiments of our will. In keeping to our oaths, they grow stronger, more dominant. In the presence of a particularly pure soul, others may be compelled to yield. But when two souls cannot reconcile, when one cannot establish dominance, it can spell disaster. Costaint, that's his freaking name. That seems awfully inconvenient. Oh, you have no idea. As the discordance between two souls grows, the aether builds and the souls grow unstable. Aye, their souls looked as though they were fit to burst with ether. Wait, you don't mean to say their souls will be destroyed, do you? By the Fury, how do we stop it? You fight. Your souls demand it. You two cannot coexist as you are. One must rise above. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. We are paladins, defenders of the weak and needy. What madness is this that we must face each other in battle? But if there is truly no other way, I will not renounce my oaths. I will become the paladin I was destined to be. And if that means that we must fight, then so be it. You nod and fade to black. Solxagil is the one we talked to. 60 capped fight here, event, whatever. Fade to black. Costaint is in like full gallant white armor, kite shield finally. Come, sister. Gross. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for my brain. We'll throw our shield at him. Oh, he's gonna go down super easy. I hit him with a stun on accident, but it'll work. He is at He's not losing any health right now. My attacks are doing 0. There we go. He had some kind of like mitigate literally all damage kind of buff. And he's down. That was easy as shit. Sorry, bud. Am I truly so weak? He's in that stance where a knee on the ground, his left arm like on his raised left knee, kind of because 90-degree position, foot on the ground, 90-degree, and then right hand on the ground in a fist, breathing heavily. No, Costaint, nothing could be further from the truth. You fought with honor and purpose. Do not be ashamed. He stands. Solxagil. Impressive. Truly impressive. Shit, why did it click? Damn it. Genlins is here. He said intriguing and blah blah blah. Tell him the truth, Solxagil, the whole truth. Figured it out, have you? Do you still have the soul I left for you at the 100 throws? What? Oh, yes, here. Costaint holds it out. Solxagil takes it. This soul once belonged to the first captain of the Sultan Sworn, the first paladin who wielded Oathkeeper. Once it shone with a resplendent light, as did Oathkeeper, but now both have lost their luster. It fades to black again. Solxagil, I think, is fully decked out in his paladin gear. White gallant armor, gold and black shield. I have the sword, and everything I have done, that I have made you all do, has been for the sole purpose of making it shine once more. Of course, it's so simple. Wait, no it's not. It's needlessly complicated, says Genlins. What of your soul? The one you gave to Mercy when first you met. I yet have it, Solxagil. Take it and restore Oathkeeper's light with your own. Genlins holds out the soul. Solxagil takes it, looks at it. Once a man has left the Sultan Sworn, he cannot return. My soul will no longer suffice. All I can do is show another way, and ask that she do the same for her brothers and sisters. But she does not yet stand above all others. Not until she has bested me. Draw your sword, Mercy, the time has come. Okay, time to battle him. He is taking much less damage than Mr. Costaint did. Yes, fight and struggle. Hold nothing back. He jumps away from me. Starts to cast the Sultan's Brand, which emanates from the front of him and outward in a very large arc, but does no damage since I am behind him. He is down to 40% now. He's casting Unbreakable, which I think I can... Can I interrupt it? Nope, apparently not. He has summoned 3 Sworn Shields, which I believe are making him invulnerable. So I have run to each of them now and taken them down. Take me down. Not a lot of people left around. He's jumped back from me again. Start casting the Sultan's Brand again. And once again, because I am behind him, it does no damage to me. He's casting Bloodstain, an AoE on himself. Very, very small range. It does leave a burn on the ground, apparently. But he's down. He says, yes! Yes! He's happy to be downed finally, apparently. At long last, a paladin who can make it shine again. His soul within his chest begins to glow bright white, as does Constaint's, as does yours. The three of you are forming a triangle, unintentionally. Well, I mean, a triangle is very easy to form, but it seems like an equilateral triangle. The souls from Solxagil and Costaint, like that bright white light, they both shine and move into yours. And Genlins and Solxagil approach you. Solxagil holds out his sword. Behold, Oathkeeper, bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultansworn, stolen under my watch by the minions of the Monetarists. For years I sought to reclaim it, to redeem myself from my failure. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. 30 years I aspired to those ideals. 30 years I tried to live up to the example set by our founder, so revered that his very soul crystal would be set in Oathkeeper's pommel. For those legendary captains of Eld, the sword would shimmer with such brilliance that night would be as day. Just a second. My roommate came home and his shit is loud. Yet for 30 years I wore it. It shined for me but once. That was before it was taken from me, before I forswore my oaths so I could reclaim it. Mercy, though through all your trials and tribulations, you have remained true to yourself and to Eorzea. You continue to be an inspiration to us all. Come, take up Oathkeeper, raise it aloft, and let it shine forth as a beacon unto all. You reach out and grab his brilliant white sword with gold filigree, kind of black along the upper half of it, upper half of the blade. You raise it into the sky, and it starts to glow like this blue-white light. And Solxagil smiles and nods at you. His armor kind of has like angelic wings in like the front chest, along the shoulders as well, and kind of the back as well. Not full on angelic wings, but feathers, like angelic feathers nonetheless. You hand the sword to Genlins. It glows in his hand still and then kind of goes dark, dormant. You were always my first choice, Mercy. Costaint was incentive, motivation, though in the end he proved himself to be so much more. Costaint shakes his head. You're a right bastard, do you know that? Doing all this just to make a bloody sword shine? Praise Alone that I found a proper mentor in Mercy. Well, I may not be the chosen one, but I'm still a free paladin. That is the path I have chosen for myself, and on it I will stay. Papazon says, well said. It will not do for you to be so easily discouraged. Genlins, I leave matters in your capable hands. Genlins does that hand to chest salute thing. Papa Jean walks off. Genlin says, you've done it again, Mercy. Oathkeeper may not shine for me as it did for you, but perhaps in time it will. But even should it not, I will not lose heart, for a paladin's virtue is not in the radiance of his blade, but in the righteousness of his actions. By what we decide to do every day, we will be good men or not. He looks to Solxagil and turns to him. Solxagil, Oathkeeper is returned to the Sultansworn. Will you not return to us as well? Solxagil crosses his arms, looks down in thought, eyes closed. As a friend and ally, perhaps, but not as a brother. Some bonds, once broken, cannot be mended. Genlins nods. Solxigal turns to you. I thank you, Mercy, for all you have done. You nod. How strange that we must turn to a free paladin rather than one of our own to show us the way. Now you nod. Yet, I suppose it is not the first time, is it? He's looking up into the sky. Into the foggy, unclear sky. I could have sworn I had these cut up into appropriate pieces, but I don't. Talk to Costaint to finish this quest. It's freaking long. So that's it then? You're leaving? Ul'dah beckons, and besides, I've nothing left to teach you. Then I wish you well on your journey and pray that you find happiness there. I'm coming back, you know. There's an awful lot of work to be done in Falcon's Nest, and I did make a promise to 100 Eyes. Oh, then I shall see you when you return. Solxigal gives him a fist in the air, kind of farewell wave. He and Genlins turn and walk away. We should head back too, Mercy, says Costaint. At which point I will take the 100 gil, teleport back to Falcon's Nest. And, sorry, I'm texting someone, but it can wait. Costaint, I'm still not quite sure what it is all for, but it seems to have ended well enough. I suppose you ought to get back to your grand adventures, and me to my paladining, or whatever it is you call it. Right then, it's been a pleasure, Mercy. Oh, but I warn you, the next time we cross blades, I mean to win. Fare thee well. Complete. Cool. I get Royal Authority, a instant ability with a normal recast, delivers an attack of a potency of 100. Combo action with Riot Blade, which I believe is our 3rd attack in our combo. This is like our 4th attack in the combo, I guess. And Rage of Halone Mastery upgrades Rage of Halone to Royal Authority. Oh, okay. Wait. Is Rage of Halone the 700 potency 1 minute cooldown attack that I had? This concludes blah blah blah. Heaven's Ward. Yeah. Yeah. In order to get more paladin shit, I gotta hit a higher level. Oh. It upgraded my 3rd attack in my chain to Royal Authority, which looks to do more damage overall. So, anywho, that's the end of this video. I will figure that out kind of on the side. I really just think it's the 3rd attack in my combo as opposed to, wait. So Rage of Halone was 330. It was my 3rd attack in the chain, and instead I have 360 potency with Royal Authority. So that's all that changed. Rage of Halone became Royal Authority. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for sticking by. Adios.